So the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Let's go now. Yellow, run. Ready?
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Franks now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now Franks. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And they will take over 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
The Chargers at 6 and 2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that one complete downfield to Allen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Herbert throwing again. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown, Chargers! Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown this season. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Now a second down throw. Here's Franks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. The Franks looking to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent gain on the script. Spot. Now it's 4th. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll send Beckham in motion right. Franks now on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Play action. It's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Guyton from 19 yards away. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. 2nd down and goal. Herbert. He's got it. Touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They run out of the gun with Swift. A little juke. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Franks. And he'll just get rid of it. Offensively, might be thinking what's going on here. 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now. The way they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Looking to throw. Franks. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here's Jack Fox on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Again, Herbert finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Miles Sanders, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Red, cycle.
Throwing again. Franks. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Back to throw. Franks. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On first down, here's Franks.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. A avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 65 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Wide open.
A 1st down throw. Here's Franks.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Franks now.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, Franks.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Okay,
From
ready?
the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Drill, 52. Call red.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll send the tight end in motion left.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 42-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try and run here with Swift. It's a pickup of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Franks.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Josh Allen
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
from the gun. Here's Swift. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions.
As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6.
In motion left goes Allen. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in